In the coastal town of Seabreeze, where the waves whispered secrets to the shore, an old man named Henry had become somewhat of a local legend. At 75, he moved with the ease of a man 20 years younger. He still cycled to the farmer's market every morning, played chess in the park with his old friends, and even danced at the town's summer festivals. People often wondered what was his secret. One day, a young journalist named Lisa arrived from the city. She was working on a documentary about aging and had heard about Henry's remarkable vitality. She decided to meet him and uncover the mystery behind his youthful energy. Lisa found Henry sitting on his porch sipping a cup of tea. His dog, Max, lay by his feet, lazily soaking in the afternoon sun. "Mr. Henry," she said, setting up her recording equipment, "people say you have the energy of someone half your age. What's your secret?" Henry chuckled, his deep wrinkles forming a smile. "No secret," he said. "Just 7 things I've always done. Want to hear them?" Lisa nodded eagerly. 1. Keep moving. Motion is life. Henry pointed to his old bicycle leaning against the porch. "I ride that every morning, rain or shine," he said. "Not far, just enough to keep my legs strong. You stop moving, you start dying." Lisa recalled studies she had read. Science confirmed that regular physical activity reduced the risk of heart disease, dementia, and even depression. "But what about those who can't cycle or jog anymore?" she asked. Henry smiled. "Then walk, dance, stretch. Just don't sit all day. A stagnant body is like a pond. Eventually it starts to rot." Lisa jotted down notes, impressed by his wisdom. 2. Stay connected. The power of friendship. Henry pointed across the street to a small cafe, where a group of elderly men and women were chatting animatedly. "Twice a week I have dinner with my friends. We argue, we laugh, we tell the same old stories. But you know what? That keeps us alive." Lisa had read that loneliness was as dangerous as smoking. 15 cigarettes a day. People with strong social ties lived longer, healthier lives. "So relationships are as important as exercise?" she asked. "More," Henry said. "You can have the strongest body, but without people to share life with, what's the point?" Lisa smiled, realizing how often younger generations neglected real connections in favor of social media. 3. Eat smart, fueling the body right. Henry invited Lisa inside. His kitchen was simple but well stocked with fresh produce, nuts and whole grains. "I eat mostly what my grandmother ate," he said, preparing a plate of grilled fish and vegetables. "Nothing processed. Nothing I can't pronounce." Lisa had seen research on the Mediterranean diet, known for its benefits in heart health and longevity. "But don't you ever crave junk food?" she asked. Henry laughed. "Of course, but moderation is key. The problem today? People eat like kings every meal. Too much sugar, too much salt. That's a slow poison." Lisa noted that down, realizing how often people overlooked the role of food in longevity. 4. Sleep well, the healing power of rest. After dinner, Henry leaned back in his chair. "Sleep is like a reset button," he said. "I get my 7 hours every night, no excuses." Lisa had read that poor sleep increased the risk of heart disease, obesity, and cognitive decline. "But don't old people need less sleep?" she asked. Henry shook his head. "That's a myth. We still need rest. The trick is routine. Same bedtime, no screens, and a quiet mind before bed." Lisa thought of her own erratic sleep habits. Maybe Henry was onto something. 5. Manage stress. Let go of what you can't control. They walked outside to Henry's garden, where he pulled a few weeds. "Stress is the real killer," he said. "People worry about everything. Money, politics, the weather. But tell me, Does worrying ever fix anything? Lisa smiled, knowing the answer. I've learned to let go, Henry continued. If you can fix something, fix it. If not, move on. I spend time in my garden, play with Max, and I laugh a lot. That's my therapy. Studies show that chronic stress shortened life expectancy. Lisa thought of how many people she knew who were constantly anxious. How do you deal with things when they do go wrong? She asked. Henry nodded thoughtfully. I remind myself this too shall pass. No storm lasts forever. 6. Keep the mind sharp, never stop learning. Lisa noticed a bookshelf filled with novels, history books, and crossword puzzles. Always keep the brain working, Henry said, handing her a puzzle book. I learn new skills. Keeps the mind young. Studies confirmed that lifelong learning reduced the risk of Alzheimer's. What's the last new thing you learned? Lisa asked. Henry grinned. Last month I started learning Spanish. Maybe one day I'll visit Spain, Lisa laughed. You never stop, do you? Why should I? Henry replied. Curiosity keeps me young. 7. Take care of your health. Don't ignore the little things. As the evening grew darker, Henry sighed. You see that hospital down the road? He said. I go there twice a year for checkups. A lot of my old friends didn't. They ignored small problems until they became big ones. Lisa had read that preventive care saved lives. Many diseases, if caught early, could be managed. What's the best advice you'd give young people about health? She asked. Henry thought for a moment. Listen to your body, he said. It whispers before it screams. If something feels wrong, don't wait. The final lesson, a life worth living. As Lisa packed up, she looked at Henry with admiration. So no magic pill, no secret formula. Henry smiled. Nope, just small habits done every day. Lisa turned off the camera, feeling like she had uncovered something rare, not just a story about longevity, but a guide to truly living. The next day, when she returned to the city, she found herself making small changes, taking a walk, calling an old friend, eating better and sleeping on time. Maybe Henry's wisdom wasn't just for those over 70. Maybe it was for everyone.